Didn't even add myself to the bloody screen. Something, guys. So I know this is a late match reaction, but I was after I watched the game, I went out, so I didn't make the match reaction straight away. But now I'm here. So yeah, Don Marco for me, and Don Marco for the players. So full time, Arsenal. No, should I say Wolves 1, Arsenal 0. And that game was just another game of Arsenal being who we are for this season, especially creating chances and the person who's playing as a number 9 showing the world why we need a number 9. Yeah. That's that performance. I was watching the game today and I was looking at the way we're playing, and I tried to climb into the head of somebody that's a neutral, football neutral. And I thought to myself, does that look like a team that's going to win the league? Does that look like a team that's really a threat? And I couldn't even look at that team and think to myself, yeah, that team, because even with the past 2 seasons, the way we finished off last season and the way we were starting the season before, that looks like a team that, like, we're doing shit that wins you the league kind of thing. With this team, yeah, stinky 1-0 win, 1-0 wins wins you the league, all that stuff. But fam, you know what I mean? Like, scraping a win against Wolves. I'm sorry, that doesn't convince me. That doesn't convince me. You know what I mean? You've got Trossard putting in and Rice putting in balls after balls after balls, right? Towards Havertz, and man can't even finish. I backed him to score in this game as well. Man can't even finish. You know what I mean? Why did I put Wolves 1, Arsenal 0? Oh, Jesus Christ. I only just seen that. See, we've been playing at home so much. Oh, my days. I mean, fam. I only just realized that. I thought to myself, something looks wrong down there. I put Wolves 1, Arsenal 0. Jesus Christ. But anyways, anybody watching this back, you'll know what I meant. And you've heard me say Wolves 0, Arsenal 1. So, yeah. Balls were crossed in for Havertz. A proper number 9 puts them away. This is the kind of game that we'd win 2, 3, maybe even 4-0. Yeah. But I don't know how many times this team needs to show the world that we need a number 9. We need a proper striker. You know what I mean? The window shuts 3rd of February. So it's not a end of January. It's not a 31st of January is when it shuts kind of thing. It's not that kind of. You've got a little bit more time. And I'm hearing Arteta say nothing but, "Oh, you just need the right players. You can't just buy anybody." You know what I mean? Even though you've got fans in his fan base, right, that are pointing out, "Look, we're gonna get that striker then." Gyökeres has a release clause. Why are we trying to get in? You know what I mean? Pay. What's going on? You know what I mean? Now, as for the game, obviously there's controversy in the game, and Michael Oliver just Michael Olivered. You know what I mean? Sent off yet another Arsenal player. 8 players he sent off in his career. In his refereeing career. That's more than any other referee has done. You know what I mean? He sent off Arsenal players the most times. And the illest thing about it is he's not sent one Man City player off. And there's Kovacic challenge on Odegaard should have been sent off. Wasn't. His challenge at the back of Rice. I think one of them were in the Community Shield. Should have been sent off. Wasn't sent off. But Michael Oliver was a referee at the Emirates when we played Man City, and Kovacic took out Odegaard from behind. And yeah, you saw his ankle bend, and nothing happened. Yet Lewis Skelly trips up a player, right? And because the player's running, Matt Doherty, because of his his legs moving, it makes Skelly look like he was like intentionally scraping down his ankle. You know what I mean? When Skelly tripped him, but you know, but for that to be a straight red, the man was quick with it as well. A straight red. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. That should get turned over, surely. That should get turned over. But that was wild. That was wild. You know what I mean? He doesn't send off a City player that does that. He doesn't. And I can comfortably say, and anybody else can comfortably say, why? Because Michael Oliver has never sent off a Man City player. He sent off more Arsenal players than he's done anybody else. You know what I mean? People are starting to see now, oh, maybe Arsenal fans have a point about Michael Oliver. You know what I mean? Now, clubs can't choose who they want as their referee. But I'm sure they can say, I don't want him refereeing any of our games. You know what I mean? And surely what that can be brought to the table that this guy, right, has a track record of sending Arsenal players off more than any other team. And with that track record, we've seen challenges done on Arsenal in games he refereed that he did not send the player off for. Therefore, I am calling to say, if I don't want Michael Oliver refereeing any of our games, they should at least be able to do that. There's enough evidence there for me to say this is why I don't want him refereeing. We can't choose who we want the ref to be, but I don't want it to be him. I think clubs should be allowed to do that. Now, it can bring a snowball effect because then other clubs can say, well, this referees are wrong for our club as well, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But I suppose what we have on our side is he sent off more Arsenal players than any other. That's more than any other referee, and he hasn't sent a City player off once. And we've seen challenges, right? You've all seen it, yeah.
I've seen him do it.
You've all seen challenges done on Arsenal, and he was a referee and he didn't send a player off. So that goes to show that there's something there. You know what I mean? Now, second half comes round, yeah. And surprisingly, we had more of the ball. Wolves played like they were sheeps. They didn't want to do anything. We had all the ball, and we had 10 men at the time. They had 11 men at the time, and we were down to 10 men. And yet we were still looking more likely to score, had control, ball was barely in our half, and still couldn't take advantage of it then. Now, the player that eventually got sent off for them for getting a second yellow, which should have been a straight red, he should have been sent off prior to that because he kicked the ball away, right? When the ball went out for a throw-in. I don't know if it was a throw-in or a free kick, but he kicked the ball away. Nothing. So you see how that's evaporated now? This whole, well, you can't kick ball away, mate. See, that's evaporated now. Now you got other teams doing it left, right, and centre, not getting anything for it. But yet, when we did it in 2 occasions, there were red cards, weren't there? Michael Oliver sent off Trossard at the Etihad for booting a ball after he blew the whistle. He sent him off, gave him a second yellow. Rules is rules. But then when other teams are doing it, like I said, when other teams are doing it, it's fine. But Arsenal fans sounded crazy when we were talking about it. Now, players can just kick the ball away. So now you look at it now. So now they've seemed to have took away that rule where you kick the ball away, you get a yellow card. Now that's taken away now. Now we look back to when we were winning against Brighton and Rice kicked the ball away or tapped the ball away. You could say that's a potential of 2 points robbed. Even though my thing was, we should be good enough to win the game anyway. Same with at the Etihad. Because now man are turning around saying, "Oh, you know what I mean?" It's basically like I'm in prison for this that was a crime at the time, but now they're turning around saying, "Oh, if you do that now, you don't get sent to prison while I'm stuck in prison." That's literally what this is like. Imagine you're sat in prison because of something that now you don't get sent in prison for. Imagine how that feels. You see what I'm saying? Those games we didn't win when Trossard got sent off, Rice got sent off. We didn't win those games. We might have done without it, without the sending off. We might have done, but we sat here now, 4 points, essentially 4 points worse off because of that. All now because these men want to take away that rule. Players can just kick the ball away, tap the ball away, do whatever they want now. And yeah, no, the Arsenal players pointing it out. Look, fam, he's kicked the ball away. Like, isn't that a booking? And the prick, does nothing. Now that same player was a fool now, and the manager was foolish enough to keep him on the pitch for him to make a challenge to get a second yellow, which in my books should have been a straight red. And then it's 10v10. And then Calafiori, who was a sub at halftime for Ethan Wanyeri, actually gets us the goal. And you know what? Big up to Calafiori for that. But people will say, just be happy with the 3 points, mate. I'm looking at it as that's what it took to beat Wolves. All right. Ravens man Sand says Calafiori is the best long shot at Arsenal, and that's sad. Pretty much. Who else has scored a long shot better than his this season for us? You know what I mean? In fact, when was the last time a player scored from outside the box for us? What was the last goal that was like that? I can't remember now. I can't remember our last goal outside the box apart from Calafiori's. Because 1 year is they were all inside the box, weren't they? Like, or just inside the box. I don't think I could be wrong. Maybe 1 year might have scored one that was just outside the area. I could be wrong though. Red Bull Vodka says, "Bros, what's worrying is that we went to VAR and they backed Oliver." This is the thing. VAR is supposed to be there to be the other eyes for what the ref can't see, and even they're turning around and saying, "Oh no, that's fine." You know what I mean? Even they're turning around and saying it's fine. You know what I mean? They saw Odegaard get took out from behind in that City game, right? Michael Oliver should have sent Kovacic off, but even VAR would turn around saying, "It's fine." You know what I mean? Declan Rice just his toenail pokes the ball away. Oh no, it's sending off. VAR, they're chatting about rules, mate. Now we're seeing players kick the ball away, not even only in this game, but in other games, and nothing. Big up to Kurt. He said Arsenal really should have won the league this season. On paper, yeah, because when you look at the context of the last 2 seasons, but I said the season City don't win the league, it won't be Arsenal. How am I right about that? I don't get the moaning that the second yellow should have been a straight red. Does it really make a difference? Yeah, because if he gets a straight red, it's classed as a red card offence, and Wolves will have to put up with the potential of that player missing 3 games. You know what I mean? Because the second yellow is just a 1-game ban. A red card's a 1-game ban unless otherwise. But it's just the fact of the matter is, you look at Skelly, he got a straight red for what he did. And that player just gets a second yellow. So what that shows is that if that player didn't get booked, he wouldn't have got sent off. You know what I mean? Like that's the difference between if the player should have got a second yellow or a straight red. Because if he's not on yellow, Michael Oliver gives him a yellow. You know what I mean? But because the player was on yellow, he basically left Michael Oliver no choice. Because there's no way, in fact, let me find it. There's no way Jose Enrique would Michael Oliver make it that obvious that he's not going to send the player off. You know what I mean? Just to spite Arsenal. It'd be too obvious at that point. That's never a red card for Scully. No, I know a lot of people are saying that that's not a red. Roy Jennings can hold that. Yeah, I know. I watched that game. Arsenal definitely got robbed in this game. I was happy that Arsenal won. Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? These man, they just tried it, man. How's it going, YG? Going all right. Got 3 points today, so I'm not 100% stressed or anything. It's just that win doesn't tell me that Arsenal are gonna win the league or anything like that. It doesn't. There's no. Yeah, it doesn't tell me that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah. But onwards and upwards to the next one. Obviously, we've got Girona in the Champions League, and then our next game is against Manchester City. And obviously, the game today with Chelsea, I'd rather that game been a draw, but I'm glad City won if I had to choose a winner because I don't want City coming into our game having lost the previous game. I want them to believe that they're on it, they're on it up now. You know what I mean? I want them to be like that. You know what I mean? This is a better version of City than what we saw these past couple of months. So bring that to the Emirates. I mean, I think we'll beat City anyway. But then again, if Liverpool drop points away at Bournemouth, then we won't beat Man City. I'm happy City won, but I'm not getting ahead of myself. I believe there's a corruption in the Prem. It's strange to me that some don't see it. It's getting obvious now. It's getting obvious, especially when you see what the decisions that are going against Arsenal, like the when Saliba got sent off against Brighton for the clash of heads in the box, right? Guarantee, watch. You'll see that happen. Either if you don't see it for the rest of this season, you're gonna see it, and the player won't get sent off. No, sorry, not Saliba didn't get sent off. It was a penalty, right? The penalty, that's what it was. That's what I meant to say, not sending off. Saliba gave away the penalty because of the clash of heads. I'm telling you, you will see that happen again in another game, and it won't be a penalty. But the players will be saying, "Look, that's a penalty," and the ref will be like, "No, it's not." You know what I mean? I think it's a draw next weekend, Arsenal City game. We can't afford a draw, man. We can't afford that draw. Would you say you dislike Chelsea or do you respect them? I mean, I don't hate Chelsea, but any opportunity I'd want them to lose, unless they're playing Spurs and it's between choose a winner between Chelsea and Spurs, and I'll choose Chelsea. I wouldn't say I hate Chelsea or anything like that. It's just that they're a London rival. We've seen them get the success that we've been crying for our club to get. So there's two bit of hating in there, but I don't hate Chelsea altogether. But when they lose, when things aren't going their way, I enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the things I enjoy seeing suffering in life is Spurs fans, Chelsea fans, and Man United fans. Like seeing them suffer, like that brings warmth to my body. You know what I mean? But I don't hate. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I hate. I don't even hate Spurs. It's like it's one of them things. I just when it comes to Spurs and them one, like you're not supposed to be happy. That's how I see it. The only time Spurs fans are allowed to be happy in my world is when they think they're going to win a trophy, and then it just doesn't happen. For example, you know what I mean? I like when they get happy and it leads to nothing. You know what I mean? But seeing Spurs, like the thought of seeing Spurs fans again, right, cheering that they won a trophy. I can't have that. Can't have that. It's been so long, it don't feel like I've seen it in my lifetime. You know what I mean? Don't want them man to be happy like that. Be happy that you won a game, but in terms of happiness, in terms of like success, nah, fam, don't want to see that. It seems tons of fans dislike Chelsea for some reason. Well, obviously Chelsea, they got a sugar daddy in 2004, didn't they? And then they just went and blitzed the Premier League since that, winning all competitions during his era, Abramovich's era. You know what I mean? So obviously rival teams are going to hate Chelsea for that. You know what I mean? It's just part of football. Even if you beat us next weekend, Liverpool still win the league. Most likely. Liverpool have got Bournemouth away. They play Bournemouth away next Saturday, and then we play you lot, or you lot play us. You are coming to us on the Sunday. So if Liverpool drop points, then we won't beat City. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I'm putting our result on what Liverpool do. Because us being us, we won't capitalise. I think Liverpool beats them. I think Liverpool beat them. But anyways, I'm gonna go live soon on FIFA. Imagine you need to show Arteta to manage the game down to 10 men. He looked hopeless until Wolves leveled the playing field. Yeah. He needs to watch my FIFA, which I'm gonna go on soon. Let me switch my PlayStation back on because it turned off. FC 25, Phase 2, Episode 7, I think we're up to. Obviously, the last game I played, we lost against Atletico Madrid, didn't we? Which, that did not go to plan. But yeah, we lost 4-3. So we've suffered 2 losses so far, but we're still unbeaten in the league. So so after I've finished streaming on here, give me a few minutes and I'll be straight back on. Well, I'll need to post the clips to this video and then we'll get into it. Bro, we have lost 18, drawn 12. Well, we've lost 18, drawn 12 out of 54 matches with Michael Oliver's ref in the Prem. And he has dished out 98 yellows and 7 reds. Also refereed us in 2 League Cup games and given 3 yellows and 1 red. How far are you in your FC 25? I think I'm on 29th of November. Let me have a look. Because we've got it on here. Because we've got next in the league? Is it Aston Villa or something? Let me see. We've got West Ham. It's 29th of November. 29th of November, 2025. That's what we're up to. But Michael Oliver's our nemesis of referees. He is. And the club should turn around and say, I don't want him to ref our games. I don't care who you get, just not him. You know what I mean? Imagine a Champions League semi-final or something, or a game that's within points of Liverpool, and he's refereeing that game. Imagine that. Used to be Mike Dean. Now another Michael has taken the torch. Yep. Michael Oliver, the Newcastle fan. Is he a Newcastle fan? I have no idea. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. I need a toilet anyway. And I've got FIFA loaded up. So I'll be back soon. Just have Anthony Taylor. Yeah, I know. They do have Anthony Taylor because we've robbed them in the FA Cup final. So I ain't going to lie about that. But anyways, catch you guys in a bit. Like the stream, share it, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in 10-15 minutes while I get the clips down for this video. And FC 25 showing Arteta what to do. You know what I mean? Anyways, catch you in a bit.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.